I'm Laura Sebesta, and I am delighted to be joined by Millan Mulraine for a quick conversation on leadership and progress in our industry. Millan, thank you for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
Would you start us off by telling our audience what you do and what a workday looks like for you?
Yeah, so Laura, I'm the chief economist at Ontario Teachers, and I remind myself every day that there are two things that I really need to help the fund with. One is to help it avoid the sharp objects, because as you can imagine, it's a very challenging environment and a lot can go wrong. So ensuring that we're mindful of those risks. And the other is trying to see around the corner, as difficult as that is, because as a pension fund, we're long-term investors. And when we make investment, they're very sticky decisions. So we have to ensure that we have as good as a kind of view of the future and try to think of how that future can change, how that state of the world change. Because the investment decisions that are made now will be operating in an environment in 5, 10, 15 years. So having that long-term view matters a whole lot.
You don't have the crystal ball?
I wish I did.
It would make things easier.
I'll be on the beach somewhere.
Now, with everything on your plate, what energizes you? What do you love about what you do?
Yeah, I can tell you I've been doing this for close to 20 years. When I was on the trading floor at TD, I used to wake up at 5 in the morning, and I've never had a boring day. There's never been a dull moment, in part because I started my career during the financial crisis. And as you can imagine, it's one event after another. And what I do requires a good understanding of global economics and global financial markets. And the market, as you know, is a very complex and living beast. And I'm pushed every day. Every day I'm pushed to learn something new. Every day I'm pushed to learn a new approach, a new environment, a new risk. And for me, it really is a fertile environment for growth because it's a learning environment. And that really fascinates me. So quite honestly, there's never a boring day for me. There's never a dull moment, and I'm really excited to be part of Ontario Teachers actually doing this every day. I have to be paid for doing it because I'm having so much fun.
I love that. I love that. Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit and throw a couple rapid fire questions your way. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go for it.
What is one thing that you've changed your mind on recently?
It's AI, and I know everyone would have seen all the news about AI and the impact that AI is having on software. And I think what I have changed in terms of my view on AI is that I do think AI would be transformational. I do expect us to get to artificial general intelligence, but what has changed is I expect it a lot more sooner now. I'm amazed at the kind of progress that a lot of these AI have made. And I do think the change is coming faster and it's going to be a whole lot more impactful than I thought.
Leadership evolving in real time. That's a great example. Now, many of our listeners are navigating their own career journeys right now. What is one piece of advice you would give to help them grow their careers?
I think the most important advice is the power of self and the agency that you need. And I don't want to drop another Kung Fu Panda quote there, but one of the things that I remember from that is when Paul read that scroll that would make him that dragon warrior. He realized that there's nothing in the scroll but a mirror. And so, in looking at yourself and thinking about who you are and what you want to be, empowers you to chart your own course. And I think if there's one advice I would give to folks is to one, just take agency of yourself, take agency of your career. There's a lot of luck, there's a lot of things outside of your control, but the things that are in your control, ensure you channel that energy, ensure you channel your time in a way that would make you the best person you can be. So if and when the opportunity arises, then you can get to that next level or get to where you want to go.
That is really great advice. Now, before we wrap with our bonus question, I do want to highlight something important. Advancing women in finance is not just a women's issue. It's a collective challenge that requires strong allies and sponsors at every level. Millen, I would love to hear your thoughts on why supporting women in finance matters.
Well, because I do think, and this point was made earlier, which is that supporting women is not just a good to do. It's not a social imperative. It really is a business imperative. Because if we're in the ideas business, we have to ensure that every idea is put on the table and we don't lose ideas. And what best to have about the diversity of cognitive views. And women and men think differently, and not just because they're women, but because of the experiences that they have that they can bring to the table, and how best to get the best decision by ensuring that everyone gets a seat at the table. And so, as I think of diversity, I think of diversity from a gender point of view, but diversity more generally. And I think that's how we get to be better businesses, make better decisions by ensuring that everyone has a seat at the table, and we create an environment, more importantly, for them to express themselves and be their best selves every day.
Thank you for that perspective and your time. It's conversations like these that turn intention into action.
Yes.
Thank you for your leadership, and let's continue to build forward.
Well, thank you very much for having me.